evening, everybody. Good day. Latest project we have in the garage is a 2008 Harley Davidson Fat Boy. Just in for a couple small things. First one is these homemade passenger highway peg contraption. Owner does not like them, and obviously this part while in town is extremely dangerous and in the way of your leg. Other side's exactly the same, so we're going to pull those off. It's just one bolt holding them on the back side here, and they should come right off. So we got the passenger foot pegs off. There's a little bit more to them than I first suspected. Here they are on the bench. That was the bolt or the nut that I was originally talking about. Oh, you just have to take it off and they'll pop off. Well, that's not true, because there's this threaded Allen bolt that goes through this tube, so you just have to pull this footrest off, and then in here with an Allen key you can unthread this long bolt, and then they come off. Not sure anybody else would ever come across a contraption like this, but in case you do, there's an idea on how to get them on or off. Next on the list is a super floppy mirror. Does nothing. Falls down on highway speeds and with the vibration of the bike. The owner had talked about seeing on the internet that you could heat up the mirror part and delaminate it, and then you could tighten up the socket, I guess, on the inside, or from the inside. Maybe we'll tackle it that way. He's got his test coming up to get his full license in a couple days, so rather than chancing wrecking the mirror and then be screwed for his test, I suggested just a little super glue. It'll get him at least through his exam, and then maybe just spend the $30 and get a new mirror, but we'll see. I'll be in touch with him and see what he wants to do. Next on the list is his front right turn signal. The driving light portion doesn't work, as you can see. And also, I've got the turn signal on right now and it does not blink, yet the rear one does, but really, really fast. My guess is it's just a weird electrical issue, because if you squish the harness right in here, you can get it to light up as well, but it's still really, really fast. So my guess is bad power connection, probably bad ground as well. But yeah, let's rip into that. Okay, after a ton of reading and poking around, checking fuses, nothing there. The fuses are under the seat here. I went through all of them, they're all good. I read online that since this bike is got alarm system, that sometimes pulling out the main fuse here, letting it reset, recalibrate. I don't know how true that is. It didn't help. So what I ended up doing is, these are dual filament bulbs, one for a running light and two for a turn signal. So this one wasn't working for the running light, and the turn signal part blinked really fast, and it was not nearly as bright as the other side. So I ended up replacing the bulb, which got the running light part working, and then the turn signal was still not as bright and blinking too fast. So as I was showing you here, you squish it ever so in the right spot and it would start working better. Not proper, but better. So I started cutting off wiring harnesses, looking for damaged wires, didn't see anything in here. Pulled the tank off because the connector for the turn signals are under the tank, didn't see anything weird there. Kept cutting off protective loom, and I found, I don't know if you can see or not, one of the ground wires right here is broken. So that's our culprit right there. It's broken inside. I push it together and it works. So I'm going to repair that and I'll show you the final result. Alright, so fixed the broken wire, heat shrink, or a solder heat shrink, put the protective casing back on it, and then I made it pretty since I had to cut it off. Just wrapped it in electrical tape, so you can see there. Put the bike back together in the morning as it's about midnight already, but I'll turn it on here and show everybody how it works. So we got two running lights now, same brightness. When we go right turn signal, it gets brighter rather than dimmer like it was before, and it doesn't blink fast anymore. And then we get left turn signal. It's always been working, but it's the same, gets brighter, isn't fast. Big success. Last thing on, I guess there's two things on the list. The mirror that I talked about earlier, we just gotta tighten it. And he wants me to check the horn decibel level. He's concerned that it's not loud enough. So I'll do that in the morning after I finish putting the side of the bike back together.